Hi, and thanks for checking out how Abroadia is supporting local solutions to global warming. As you're likely aware, we're living in a unique moment, not just in human history, but in planetary history. The bad news is we're depleting resources and biodiversity at an alarming rate. And despite growing warnings, governments and corporations are just not reacting quickly enough to avoid things getting worse. With climate change, Cuba is battered by hurricanes between June and November and frequently struggles with flooding caused by the sea. Because many of the buildings have suffered damage from the salt, humidity, and decay, there are frequent collapses following rainstorms. And every summer, Cuba seems to experience a new record for high temperatures. The good news is more and more of us are connecting the dots and are wanting to work together to respond to the impacts of climate change and other environmental problems. And this includes Abroadia, which has made it a priority to lessen and account for the impact our programs have on the environment. We follow practices like recycling, green printing methods, and walking or riding a bicycle instead of driving. We are also committed to making our programs carbon conscious by measuring our unavoidable travel emissions and supporting meaningful sustainability projects right here in Cuba. Okay, so what's this about? We all know that flying to and from Cuba emits CO2, which contributes to global warming. The Obama administration estimated that every ton of CO2 results in at least $45 in damages from rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and widespread droughts. And also species extinctions, which are beyond a price. While it is important to reduce our impacts, the question is what to do about all our unavoidable emissions. So far, the only option has been carbon offsetting, which works by paying a company to plant trees or do something that reduces the same amount of CO2 as we emit, so we can then claim to be carbon neutral. The problem is that offsetting is often inefficient, confusing, and ineffective. Abroadia wants to do more. Rather than focus solely on carbon mitigation and neutrality, Abroadia wants our students to be conscious of the actual costs of their emissions and to support meaningful solutions that address the causes as well as the impacts of global warming. How? Well, using online tools developed by the social venture Earth Deeds, Abroadia students onset their travel emissions by reducing, measuring, and accounting for their CO2 by supporting a variety of projects, such as Las Terrazas, an ecotourism paradise with 5,000 hectares of forests and a population of about 1,000. Viñales National Park, declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. El Patio del Pelegrin, a program teaching children how to garden, paint, and cook. The San Ignacio School, where students study to work in the tourism sector. Cool, huh? Okay, now it's your turn. It's all very easy and will only take a few minutes. Go to your Abroadia's team page and click Onset Emissions Now to input your flight itinerary and any ground travel. Be sure to enter every leg of your journey. For example, a round-trip flight from Charlotte, North Carolina to Havana via Miami emits around 1 metric ton of CO2. In real-world terms, this is about the same as talking almost 300 hours on a cell phone, sending 250,000 emails, or the annual emissions of someone living in El Salvador. You can then see an estimate of the social cost, the anticipated economic damages of these emissions, and contribute what you can to a local project. Abroadia matches all student contributions because while you're the one on the airplane, you're traveling on one of our programs, and we want to share the responsibility. And if you're not able to contribute anything, then click Save rather than Pay so we can still capture your data. That's it. Thank you for becoming more carbon conscious around your travel and being a part of the change we wish to see in the world. And please, feel free to contact Earth Deeds if you have any questions. Thanks.